That's how it works. Okay. Hello, everyone. This is Jomar Hilario again. I think we are live now. No? Tama ba? I think we're live now. And just a moment, I still need to do something. I need to share this stuff. I need to share this to my other channels, my other Facebook channels, because I got tons of that. Okay, so hang on. I'm just gonna look for my own channel. If you're just there, please type in what country you are in. Hi, Tracy. What country are you? Or what city are you actually calling from or joining? Hi, Claraville. I don't know. This when Facebook says Tracy joined, Ladrick joined, Yox joined, Claraville joined, does it really mean you're here? Can you tell me if you're here? Because that'll be great if you're here. But if you're not here, you just pass by, you have no idea what I'm talking about. So that's weird. Okay. So do let me know by commenting. Can you actually hear me talking about your name? I'm calling you out, Monet. I'm calling you guys out. If you're actually hearing this, it would be great, right? Because I took the time to read your name off the list. So I do hope you're listening. Okay, I'm typing something in. Just gonna I'm gonna show you the setup on how this works, and it's no joke. The 51,000 pesos figure is sure. Okay. Hi, Claraville. Hi, Ruby. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Nyokis. I hope you guys stay because I will be teaching people, everyone here, how to do some copywriting. And the specific topic is social media copywriting. I'm going to go straight into it. Add a little bit of introduction to myself before I start teaching. And also going to show you some mathematics. Why do I say you can earn 51,000 pesos from something like, copywriting? Why? Did I just invent that? Is it real? And of course, doubts are welcome. Hi, Anne. So welcome to state I don't believe you. Oh, it's okay. It's okay, of course. It's okay. You don't have to believe me. You just have to look at the numbers and how I will explain this. It's very, very simple. How can you, as a first timer, let's say for example, you're just learning 1 month of copywriting, and I teach copywriting for free, by the way, in case you're wondering. What's the catch? The big catch is I teach copywriting for free. So how can you complain, right? I mean, who can complain about free lessons on copywriting? I teach it for a fee and I teach it for free, but essentially there's no excuse not to learn this stuff. Okay, so let me just backtrack a little bit. Short introduction. I'm a homeschooling dad. I have 4 kids. We homeschool 3 of the 4 kids, and been doing that for about 5 years now. And I've been doing online marketing for about 13 years now. 13 years, and yeah, I'm not a millennial, but I look like one, right? Yeah, I did not create that joke. Somebody made it for me, so I'm honoring that person for giving that joke out to the world today. Okay, so I'm usually on the forefront of whatever is the technology front is doing. I know more about the technology news than usually what you know. Let's say if you know that yesterday was a strike, a jeepney strike and stuff like that. I only find out about the jeepney strike because I have to pick the kids from their PE class. My kids are homeschooled, but they do go to a class for PE. So I do that. I found out about that, but primarily my mind is set on learning all about the technology front, what's happening in the world of the internet, social media, and all that stuff. And I usually try to study something way before anybody else tries to study it. Okay, and I actually. Anyway, let me go straight into why am I going to talk about copywriting today? So in the recent days, Elon Musk came out with a South by Southwest interview, and he said, no, AI is really scary, artificial intelligence, they really can do a lot of harm for us. Now, and several weeks ago, Brother Bo Sanchez talked about artificial intelligence in this Wealth Summit. We do this every year. We gather about 600 people into one room in PICC, and I'm one of the speakers every year. And we talk about online stuff and um, making financials of the people improve, specifically the entrepreneurs. In one of the sessions there in Wealth Summit, Brother Bo talked, I think, 30 minutes about artificial intelligence, which is, Brother Bo Sanchez, artificial intelligence, kind of something you wouldn't expect, but this is something we've expected from Brother Bo for a long time. Okay, so he said there, lawyers, law firm, legal teams will disappear. Not the lawyers per se, but the legal teams' jobs will disappear. So if you're a legal assistant, you can count the days of your work to decrease, and probably won't have much work. Secretaries, people dealing with anything that is repetitious, even the factory workers, they're all going to disappear. The factory workers will be replaced by robots. It's already happening. The AI is going to take over any kind of job that is not creative. Okay? What do you mean? So the artists, hindi sila mawawalan ng jobs. Actually, the artists can be replaced by AI as well. So even that's, sabi mo, creative. I'm talking about a different kind of creative. I'm not talking about art creative. Okay? What I mean by art creative, I mean creation, So what do you mean by creation? Like, for example, this poster here on my right, see that? That was done by me. Okay, the posters you're seeing here on my, what's that, left or right? These were done by my copywriting students. Okay, so give them a hand, please. If you don't know what copywriting is, that's the proof. And these are the people that I trained in the last 14 days, just 14 days. And they are the ones who did that. And some of them took 20 minutes to create one poster. Some of them took 3 minutes to create one poster. And I was encouraging them to use the cell phone. Okay. Now, that skill, as far as I can say, as far as I can analyze, that will not be replaceable by artificial intelligence or robots, because there is a creative side of picking the right image, picking the right words, fitting it into a picture that is something that an artificial intelligent machine or computer program will probably have some difficulty doing. Now, it's not really definite, but as far as my analysis goes, I think this is one thing that the AI will have a hard time trying to fill in, because it does need for you to see, right? And everybody type the word see, very important. It does need for you, the human being, to see that poster, to see the final image, to see if you can understand it, to feel the emotion of the image that's being created here. It's very important to understand that computers cannot really feel. Okay, they do not feel. They cannot see frustration in a picture. They cannot detect when you take a picture like this. They cannot say, "Oh, that guy is really worried." Not really. No, they don't know the feeling, because that's something that it's pretty hard to teach machines. They can all just say that everybody who does like this is worried, but if you're doing this, you're not worried, right? So there's a nuance to it. There's a different thing. Now let me zoom that in so you can see the work. So this is the work of the people I train. So what is copywriting? Copywriting is not making posters like that. No. Copywriting is the creation of the words in there, but I created this thing called social media copywriting, wherein you create the words, right? You have to come up with the words, and then you put it in a poster like that. It might feel very ordinary. Can everybody type these words? Jomar, that's ordinary. But let me just give you a dare. Find a picture legally. Okay, find a picture in the internet, which nobody will sue you for. Use it and make a poster, just like that. And make sure the poster is beautiful. The poster is the person can understand. The person reading the poster can understand the message. The image is well suited for the words. See if you can do that. Hi Ruby, hi Edgardo. See if you can do that now. Now we have 40 minutes for you to do it. Do it now. Then let's see your work. versus the stuff that my interns did. So I call them interns because it's like me teaching them something. Okay, so before you say, "Oh, that's very easy," try doing it first, and let me see if it passes. It will pass if you show it to anyone without saying anything, they feel something. Okay? They feel the emotion you want to say, you want them to convey, and that's the value of copywriting. And we're starting the lesson now, so please help me by typing in. Copywriting is the transference of emotion. Go say it. Copywriting is the transference of emotion from printed paper, online image, to the heart of the human being. Okay, so that's what copywriting is. So if that's the definition, then maybe machines will have a hard time doing that. Maybe formula-wise they can, but creating new ones they can't. They probably will have a hard time. So how do you do copywriting? But before going there, now I know a lot of people think you need to know how. Yeah, even I think you need to know how first, right? Thank you, Venus, for writing. Copywriting is the transference of emotion. You are the only person who wrote that. Thank you so much. And the rest of you, you're not gonna say anything. Okay, fine. I'll continue. So, so mga love ko, wala nagtatype aside from Venus. But thank you, Venus. What can I do to honor Venus? I'm gonna type her name, right? I'm gonna type her name on the screen because it's fun. Siya lang yung nag-type ng something. So, ayan, I'll type her name. Thank you, Venus. If you don't see it, I'm not finished yet. So I'm gonna use my official fonts because that's how I roll, right? And I'm going to just make the light version. And there it is. That's my thank you to the person who wrote copywriting is the transference of emotion. Thank you so much for doing that. Thank you so much, Venus. Right. Thank you. I'm spending time thanking her and thanking everyone for being here because I really appreciate your effort. Right? Okay. Thank you very much. Let's go and explain this stuff to you. So first thing you need to understand, why is copywriting a big deal? Well, there are two reasons. Copywriting per se is a big deal because we all use words to communicate emotion. And the salespeople out there will tell you the person who uses emotion, who transfers the best emotion, actually sells more. Okay? So all the salespeople will tell you that one of the quote-unquote secrets to selling is the transference of emotion. But the problem with being a salesperson, even if I invited you to become a salesperson online, is that you will hate the rejection. Yeah? Am I right? Would you love to be rejected when you're selling online? Of course not. So one of the best ways to get into the sales industry, right, is not to sell, but to do copywriting, which is what they call salesmanship in print. They type that in. Copywriting is salesmanship in print, which means copywriting is a means to make sales, which is kind of, okay, duh, right? Duh. It's a means to make sales. So if you have a skill that directly helps a company make sales, would that be valuable? The answer is, Jomar, it's not valuable. It's very valuable. Can you type the word very valuable? So, so this is what I did, okay? In case anybody here is doubtful because it's like the first time to encounter this. What is this? Copywriting. No? I'm going to give you a proof that you can do yourself. No? And the proof is, I'm going to allow you to find for yourself how much a copywriter earns. Okay? And actually, the figure is funny that it's actually out there on the internet. It's exposed, meaning to say, there's no secret how much copywriters earn. Even especially the big agency ones, they print it online. They print it online how much they earn. So just type in Google, how. Wait, type it in. How much do copywriters earn? Question mark. If you're like me, I put in the year. So just for fun, right there. Since the year just began, I can just put in last year, right? So how much do copywriters earn? That's really, there's a lot. See that? Annual Freelance Copywriting Salary Survey 2017. Let's click in that. It's in copywriters, right? If I click on that, then you can do it also. You can check for yourself. How much do these people earn? Okay. And you can see here, wait, let's get rid of that. And just go search here. There. I'm just going to make it smaller. Where's the earning? Where's the earning? Actually, I already saw the amount, but I'm looking for a chart. There's the hourly rate. There is it. So these are freelance, freelance copywriters. Okay. Doing it. Okay. So they are between $50 to $149 an hour. If you can see that. See that? So it was 61%. I'm sorry. So it's $50 to $149 per hour. That's the rate. Okay. And that's not in pesos. So let's move it to pesos. Okay. $50 an hour. That's a rate of a freelance copywriter. I can just make it simple. Copywriter salary chart. Make it even simpler by just showing you a chart. But, we like images. $7. So copywriting salaries is around somewhere $77 US. Okay na? Okay na sa iyo? $77 US a year. That's a year. This is another one. Average $57 US, highest $147. This is from all over kung ano-anong mga websites. Okay? So you don't tell me, oh, Jomar's not telling the truth, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. You can go find for yourself statistics on how lucrative the copywriting industry is. This is the one we saw earlier. Okay? There. And there's a comparison of different jobs, and copywriter is $66 to $88. Question, is it something you'd be interested in to get into? Remember, this is something that requires you to be, to love words, if you like writing in diaries. It requires you to love pretty pictures. Do you like looking at pretty pictures? Right? It doesn't stress you out if I show you a series of pictures of birds and I ask you to pick one. If it doesn't stress you out, believe me, there are people who get stressed out by that. Like I tell them, hey, I need you to look for a picture that communicates happiness. And after looking at several pictures, they say, I'm so stressed. They're so stressed. So if it doesn't stress you out, you're good at that. Let me just read some feedback. Tracy said, nurses are $30 US an hour. So you have copywriters as $50 US an hour, almost double the price of nurses. Okay, so is it valuable as a job? Is copywriting valuable as a job? Yes. Can you just? I hope you got that. Just by doing a short Google search, is it possible that you would be earning 66,000? That's the low point here, 66,000 US. So let me just convert that 66,000 USD to PHP because you're in the Philippines, you don't live in the US. So you're 3 million a year. That's for me okay. Okay. So let's divide that because that's a year. Let's do it at 12. That's 286,000 pesos. Is that okay? 286,000 pesos. Let me see if that's correct. So a year, yeah. A month. This is a month. Sorry. So that's around 286,000 pesos a month. Is that something you would be interested in? Now, this is somebody with experience. Okay. Now, how do you get experience? By doing. Yeah. Can you help me? Type the words. I gain experience by doing. Since that's the case, why don't we just get started, right? Can we just get started? You gain experience by doing. And how do you do something like this? Copyrights. Just follow up. Just follow along. I'll be teaching you now and later at 3 and then later at 9 p.m. So that's 9 a.m. in New York, 3 a.m. in New York, and now it's 10 p.m. in New York. So Yeah, there it is, right? So just gain experience from doing. And the funny thing here, I do have a free, but seriously, free daily course on doing copywriting, and it's found in my virtual careers group, Facebook group here in this Facebook group, which I'm gonna give you a link. I'll give you a message here. Wait, I'm gonna give you the link to the group there. I'm gonna put it in here. Just join the group for free, no fees, and start learning copywriting. That's it. How do you do that? When you look at the group, I'm gonna make it bigger so you can see. This is the Facebook group there. You've seen what a Facebook group looks like, right? I suppose. Yeah? Yeah? Okay. So you just scroll down and look for my instructions. And what the instructions look like. And I usually start with intern. So see that? Interns, blah, 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 blah. So this is the superhero intern assignment. So there are 8 people. This is yesterday. So I gave this to this assignment was yesterday, and this is what they did there. See? That's it. Now the tarsier is optional. You don't have to do that. Okay. Now I scroll some more, and I see this is Dersey did this. She's a first timer. Look at her work. See that? First timer. Now she did this on her own. I didn't tell her to do it. Now scroll a little bit more. You can see some of the assignments we did in the past 2 weeks. Okay, so that's the webinar last Monday. No, I'm not wearing the same things. All right, so this is a definition of internship, and then you'll be able to find some of the assignments. Since if you just came in now, you're late because we've been doing this for 2 weeks, and we will continue doing more. So here it is, another intern task, March 11, and there's a lot more at the bottom. See, this is another one, interns. Wrong spelling ng interns. That's another assignment. Okay, and just look there, right? And there's more. Thanks for intern rate. So just scroll through the thing, and you'll be able to see the previous assignments that you can join in. However, if you're the kind of person who just wants the new assignments, just stay put in the group and every day visit it. And you can join in the assignments and making the assignments. Like I told you, the one with the tarsier, this is this one. This is not the tarsier. This is an assignment I gave March 18, and you can join this, right? And this is a speed test. I challenged them to make a poster and track how long it took them to make the poster. And this one is from Anna Lee. She took 10 minutes to do that. Now, if you just began, you'll probably take 20 minutes. Some of them took shorter, of course, on the second try and the third try. So this is a video, 5 minutes from Daisy. She made that. And she says, I can't thank you enough. Love, love, love how you give detailed instruction, goal, purpose, importance for this activity. Time is a goal to business, and so are you. This is from Daisy. She made this video. So am I teaching video? No. Learning video is part of the course. It's not a big deal. The more important thing is how do you pick the video and how do you pick the words? That's more important than doing the video. So that's 5 minutes worth. And believe me, I'm encouraging them to use smartphones. So no computers. So this is from Conrado, took 4 minutes. This is from Ami Carrion, took 6 minutes. And this is from another Conrado, 2 minutes, 37 seconds. As you can see, you might, those are just posters. Yeah, copywriting for social media involves posters. Another one, it involves videos. Another one, it involves tons of words. And don't say that it's a small thing if you do this wrong. And I've seen people do this wrong. You just destroy the message with the wrong image. Destroy the message with the wrong font. Destroy the message with the wrong style. And destroy the readability with the wrong colors. So there's a lot of factors going in. And it's not just about the posters. These are Facebook, Facebook event images, YouTube posters, thumbnails. There's a lot to cover in social media copywriting, and this is how we begin. Okay, so this is done in 5 minutes. Right? This is done in 8 minutes. Now you might say, "Wow, Richelle took 20 minutes to make this one. That's because it's her first time. Now, after that, eventually you'll see her doing every 2 minutes. Just the right amount of time for you to, you're using your phone, no? You're using your phone and you're waiting in line in the UV Express, in the toilet, especially the women, and then you're just being envious of all these pretty people or rich people in your news feed. Instead of doing that, just hit Canva, which is the app we used for this one. We use other apps as well, but Canva is the one you can install on your phone, and just make a poster while you're waiting. Right? So that's how we do it. You don't sit down and concentrate. Everybody type the word. Don't sit down and concentrate. Just do this while you're waiting. In your life makes you wait. Don't wait. Do something. Learn copywriting. Okay? You don't have to wait. So I'm addressing this because of this objection. Of any kind of skill you can learn. This is, by the way, there's a lot more from Anne. This is from Grace Rosal, 6 minutes. Anne took 12 minutes. Anna Lee took 10 minutes. And if you notice, I would give feedback for each one. Now, this is all for free. I would give the feedback on how to, do the copywriting. Okay, and this is just for this specific instruction. In the next instruction, I give feedback again. This is me. This is all personal feedback, all for free to learn copywriting for the next 2 weeks, because this is a 1-month experiment on teaching people how to do this copywriting thing. Okay, so I'm gonna pause because I notice when I do the shows, I'm always talking. I should give time for silence. Pausing, right? I don't know. I'm not used to doing that. So please do ask a question and then state whatever is in your mind. Just let me know, however, while I'm doing this. No? Let me know if you've decided to stay with me for the next 30 minutes to learn something. Why? What's your goal? What's your purpose? What is it, that thing that you want to accomplish that maybe I can help you in? Just let me know, okay? Let me know so I can help you with whatever that is. So if you don't let me know, I won't know. So that's too bad. It would be better if you told me so that I can help you out, okay? Because that's my goal, to help you out. That's why do you think I'm doing these free courses? So I can help you out, okay? So let's go to the next part. So we've identified it's a high-value skill. I've identified and shared to you that I'm already teaching this for 2 weeks. There are people learning it, and people are becoming faster when they're doing it. And I've also identified for you that you can just use your smartphone to do this. Simple as that. But Jomar, my phone is full, and then erase stuff. If I were you, I'd just leave Canva and Instagram and Facebook and erase everything else on the phone. This phone is near empty. I got rid of all the junk inside so I can actually use it to earn money. Because in today's world, if you want to earn money, why not use this thing, right? This thing that you said must be expensive, use it. Use it to earn. Now, let me justify your 51,000. Can I? I told you, the potential to earn is like 200,000 something a month, but that's for somebody who knows what he's doing. And you can just complain and say, hey, Jomar, I can't do that. I'm not an expert. I don't have experience in doing that. Yeah, that's why I have this course, so you can get experience. But let me just tell you, I can give you experience. And when I say me, I don't actually mean me, but I have entrepreneur friends who are willing to hire you. And they are willing to hire you based even just on your knowledge of the smartphone copywriting, primarily because they know me and they know I'm going to take care of them, okay, these people. So if you're willing to listen and find out more, type the word yes. I would love to find out more how that works. Okay. So here's how it works. Type in, please help me out by, talking like this alone is not very easy. I still need to see, what's that? Feedback from people so I know if I'm doing the right thing or not the right thing. So do let me know why you are here. Why did you decide to spend the next 30 minutes with me today? Okay. With that, I'm gonna open up my. I have I'm going to show you something, some numbers, which is better if I just show this to you. More than say it, because it's numbers. As you can see, I really love numbers. Joke lang. Not really. I wish I can say that, but hindi po eh. Hindi po ako love ng numbers masyado. I hear this. So I'm going to type this in a little bit. So this is some numbers I'd like you to see. Okay. Here. Alright. So by end of April, you get to find work as an intern. Let's say you learn copywriting with me now in April, right? Now the copywriting you can learn from me is 2 ways. Everybody type the word. Yes, there are 2 ways. And the first way is just join the Facebook group. It's free. You can learn. Okay, you can learn. Now, there's a second way, which is an intensive training with me. It's called Copywriting 303. It's social media copywriting 303. And that's a course on copywriting, which you will actually experience identical to the one happening for free. But there's a lot more to it than that. I mean, anyway, that's how you can learn. Now, at the end of 1 month, okay, some of you will excel. How do I know? Because I look at everybody's work, right? I give you feedback every day. So some of you will excel. Some of you, I can say, hey, this person, kaya niya. This person has committed enough time and committed enough waiting hours to do something to create these kinds of posters. So I endorse you to my friends who are, at this point, they're people I personally know, okay? These are people from around the world, not just Filipinos. And I talked to them already and said, hey, here's the deal. You hire these people. I'm gonna be with you when you work with them, and I'm gonna help you out when you deal with them, and they're gonna do social media copywriting for you. Of course, the entrepreneurs think it's called online marketing, or it's called social media management, or SMM. The entrepreneurs think promote my business. That's what they think. That's what they say. But to us, we call it social media copywriting. Okay, that's technically what it is. So let's say we call it promote my business. That's what they call this poster you're seeing here. To them, that's called promote my business. So you make this stuff for that person, right? And the deal is they will pay you for an internship rate. The internship is like you're a student, you go to a company, and you become an intern, okay? And the price that I'm looking at is around 5,000. This is not fixed. This is just an example price. So they pay you for 5,000 pesos, and you're going to ask me how many hours should I work? Wrong question. If you are a fast person, and this is what I'm training you to do, you don't work a lot of hours because, as I said, in the first try, if you make a poster, it takes you 20 minutes. You see some of the examples of the students, they take 2 minutes to make one of these things. 2 minutes. So if you can insert your 2 minutes here and there, yeah, you can actually do a lot of work in one day without churning out number of hours, okay? So that 5,000 is the internship rate. So what do you get from the 5,000 that people will pay you? Okay, not me, entrepreneur friends from around the world. They'll pay you to promote their business, you put it in their social media, or they do it, you create the posters, you send it to them, they put it in their social media. My role is in the middle, work with you in the middle so you can automate the thing, right? Now, that's going to be important because the client doesn't want to work harder, right? When they hire you, they don't want to work harder. They want to work less, yeah? You also don't want to work harder. You want to work less. Am I right? Am I in the right direction? Can you type it in? I want to work less, right? So that's why we take advantage of automation. That's why I'm there to help you in the automation and to help you guys understand each other. Now, the client will pay you, like say, 5,000 a month. You the end of May, he pays you 5,000 a month again. Let's say you're just really trying to understand this. So June pays you 5,000 a month. July pays you 5,000. Now, this will go as long as you want it, as long as the client is happy with what you're doing, and as long as you don't have, you still aren't convinced that you deserve more, because it's really going to be a matter of you feeling that, okay, I think I can get another client for a higher rates. If you feel that way, then maybe we can tell the client, bye-bye, thank you so much, I'm going to get hired by somebody else. Or you can keep 2 clients or 3 clients. It's normal to keep 3 clients. It's actually much more stable. If you're an employee, you have 1 client, that's your boss, and then he says you're fired, you have 30 days to find another job, then you're done. That's a risky move. If you have 3 clients, they don't fire you all at the same time, it's not a risky move. So it's normal to get 3 clients, each of them with a few hours here and there. And that's what we do in virtual careers. Now, at the end of that, I computed that those six months of internship with Jomar, okay? You would have earned 60,000 pesos. Can you type that in? Help me out in the math. 60,000 pesos. Okay? Yeah, and not only that, it's not just the money, it's you gaining the experience. Okay? You would gain experience, you would gain confidence, you would know how to deal with a client. That's so important. Okay? And you would be accessing my brand new workflows. Now, the workflow is just a short list of instructions of what you should do when you start with a client. And we're going to assume your client is not a big-time marketer. Your client is just an ordinary small, medium enterprise, Filipino or foreign business. They're good in business. They know how to sell, but they don't really know how to do it in the internet. And I'm going to give you this workflow. It's just a short list of things you need to do for them. Okay? And this part is not a copywriting part. Okay? The workflow is a list of instructions of what you should do when you begin with a client. So this one is the reason why you're earning 60,000, but I said this can help you earn 51,000. Why is that? Because the 9,000 goes to the course. Okay, the course is Social Media Copywriting 303, where you get the chance to work with a client, and I'll give you the workflow, which is private to us, specific to that client, and then I'll teach that, and then I'll teach you copywriting for 3 months. Teach you copywriting for 3 months. Okay, so that's the reason for the 51,000. It's 60,000 minus 9,000 for the 303 course. Having said that, it's time to begin teaching. Are you game? Who's game to learn now? Yeah. Notice, I really wanted to teach you from the first minute. But, my mentors, they say, Jomar, people don't care about the technicalities you teach them if you don't address the doubts in their minds. You guys have doubts. You guys are, where is that number coming from? 51,000 pesos. You don't know where it's coming from. I have to address that first before you would listen to the value that I'm giving you today. Okay? I'm about to teach you my own copywriting formula. Okay? And this is a memory formula that allows you to remember what's missing from what a client is doing online. Any business, if you have access to friends or family with business, with one look at whatever they're doing, you can say something is missing here. Okay, and you can tell them specifically what's missing, and you can tell them specifically what they need to do to fix it, because most of the problems of people selling online is they just don't know how to market. Okay. And you just don't know how to do copywriting, right? So let me read some comments. Anna is saying she's a first-time mom and want to work from home full-time while doing some small business. Thank you very much, Anna, for your candor and sharing. Okay. So kami ni Anna nag-usap. How about everyone here from Facebook? Anybody here? Okay, thank you. Cadiz. Hi, Clara, Bill. Hi, Ruby. Hi, Isa. Wait, I'm sorry, I'm doing that. Pangit pala. Anyway, okay, so let me go. Let me go now. Let me go and share you. Hi, Barbie's one of my workshop students, like so many years ago, in market. I taught them a lot of technical stuff on, anyway, marketing online. All right, so let's start with the letter C. Everybody type the word C. C is for cookie. All right, I'm going to type. Right. I'm just gonna type because I like to type. I'm gonna give you the shortcut para happy, okay? So, bakit ganyan ang font mo, baby? Dali ah. So I'm going to give you a okay. There. I'm masyado malaki. I'm gonna give you an acronym that I use to remember all these copywriting rules that you need to to put to heart. Okay, and the acronym is CLEARS. So let me see. I'm just selecting the fonts. Sandali ha. By the way, I'm already teaching you now how it's done. I said I'm selecting the font. I didn't have to say that. I wanted to tell you because that's so important. Whenever you do copywriting, yeah, you need to know what font to use. Yeah, okay. So the shortcut for copywriting starts with the letter C. And the C means, by the way, this is not original, but it's adapted from Robert Cialdini. It's not 100% his because I added some stuff. And sandali, there's something wrong. The actual acronym is Super Clear SIS. Okay, there. So that's my personal acronym, Super Clear SIS. I'm going to just discuss the center part, the clear part. Okay. So Robert Cialdini is one of the more influential psychologists of this age, especially when it comes to marketing. And a lot of online marketers have used his materials to help people understand marketing. I actually got his idea and added a lot more. Okay. That's why it's longer. So I'm going to focus on the clear part. Super Clear SIS is my personal acronym for copywriting. For this session, we're going to discuss the clear part. Okay. Letter C means consistency. Okay. Consistency. I want you to pay attention now to the pictures coming here on my right. Wait, I'm just gonna. By the way, you just have to take my word for it. If you don't know who Robert Cialdini is, go dig up his identity in the internets because it's too long for me to tell you why that's important. Cialdini, as a psychologist, is respected by so many people around the world when it comes to the world of influence. Okay, so what is consistency? I'm in the letter C. Notice the color of the shirt of the girl. Do you notice anything unusual about that color of the shirt? And notice the color of the book. That's, by the way, that's my book, Virtual Careers. Okay? That's the international version. That's the version that's running in Amazon right now. Now, what is the color of the text in this Discover Opportunities? You notice that? Do you think that's accidental, that the color is the same identical Pantone color, same hexadecimal number, same actual number, same actual color as the shirt of the girl? That is an example of consistency. Okay. The emotions of these two kids is the same as discover. Do you see that? Of course, their emotion says surprise, but the surprise looks like they found something new. Do you see that? And that's consistency. As I said, when you select pictures, you can't just select okay na yan, sunset. No, you can't just select sunset because it's a sunset. You have to be consistent with the emotion that you're showing and the message that you're saying. And on top of that, you have to be consistent with the colors that you're showing there. See, there are colors. The green is green. and the same color of the shirt as the girl. That's an example of consistency. That's how you select an image. That's how you color some text. Looks simple, but if you miss it, you come up with a very inconsistent message, and people will not pay attention uh, because of the way the brain works. Let's move on to the next one, the L. Okay, L is likability. Using the same picture, uh, I can tell you that this picture is not really fit for a Filipino audience. Why not? Tell me why. Likability means whenever create a picture, put a message in, it has to be consistent. It has to be liked, not consistent. It has to be liked by the audience you're intending the picture to be seen by. Okay, let me find another picture that you can use, so we can make another example, just in case we like another example. But I'm waiting for you guys to tell me what's up with this picture. What's wrong? I'm not saying that the person made a mistake. I'm just using it as an example. Okay, so likability. If the Filipino audience was the intended audience for this picture, it's not likable. But you have to tell me why. Why? Why is it not likable? Very, very simple. Letter L. They're blonde kids. Wrong color of hair, right? So, they're foreigners. Tama si Ana. They're foreigners. Now, kids is okay. But foreigners, no. They're blonde kids. That's the reason why this next picture may not also be fit for the same audience. Copywriting made easy, and there is a girl in probably a wizard. I don't know what it is. Mage. I don't know. Now, that's a pretty model-looking thing, redhead, and the picture is not consistent masyado with the audience. When I say that, I mean, do they like it? Women, do you like this picture? I bet you're willing to say you like the picture of the kids more. Yeah? You like the picture of the kids more than this. But they both saying copywriting, by the way. Okay? They're both saying they're both created to promote this copywriting event. Which picture is more likable to women? Maybe the kids, I think. This one, however, is more likable to the men, especially gamers. So if your crowd, the people you intend to buy the product of the company are men who are gamers, you probably use that red picture there. That's the point of likability. Okay, people have to emotionally love or like the picture that they see. Okay, now if let me go to the E part. The E. This is one I made up. Okay, I'm gonna remove these images. Okay, I'm gonna look for another image for you guys. The E means emotional pain. Wow, emotional pain. That's a brand new thing. Yeah, so I came up with that. Now, a lot of marketers will tell you that your stuff, they call it marketing copy, must be emotional. I go forward and I tell you it has to be emotionally painful. That's because if somebody hurts you, you immediately want them to stop, right or wrong. What do you think? If you're happy, you're happy, ganyan, ganyan, there is no desire to change your state. You get me? But if somebody gives you something that hurts, there is a completely quick desire to change your state because nobody likes to be in pain for a long time, right? So if the message communicates pain, if the words or the pictures, it shouts out something painful is happening, then if the person relates to that pain, the person can feel that pain, then the person looking at that image or poster will want to change something in his life or her life as quickly as possible, okay? Because there is pain. If you cannot show pain and you're always showing pleasure, which is actually a good thing also, right? It's hard for people to buy from you, to buy your client. Okay, so it's very. I'll show you up an image. It's not. This image is not perfect, but I'm gonna show you anyway. What I mean. Okay, and this image will have to be accompanied by a message that you guys are gonna give me the message. Here it is. Here's the image. Give me a caption for this image that will communicate pain. What kind of pain can you read from this image? Guys, come on. You need to learn this stuff. Your turn. Parang hindi daldal ng daldal. Thank you, Marix, Janeline, Jess. Yeah, you saw that the kids are foreigners. Ladrick also. Okay. Hey, Azrael, the man. Sabi ni Amy, he likes the kids more. Okay. So how about this one? This picture. Yeah. What would be our caption for this picture of a woman? Obviously in traffic, it's snowing. And it's snowing, probably raining, most likely snowing. So what could be the painful message you could put in here? Ay, sabi ni Marie Chris, move on, forget the past. Claraville says, being alone, waiting to commute, loneliness, yan ang pain, di ba? Now, if the message of your client, the business that you're doing for is something na can solve the problem of this woman. Halimbawa, your client is promoting a seminar on how to be more attractive to men. And this is from Eileen Santos' seminar, right? She can use this picture for loneliness because masakit yan, di ba, Ladrick? It's painful, right? Somebody's angry at me. Cold and alone. And here's another one. With Uber leaving the Philippines and leaving everything to Grab, you're going to be seeing this scene more often, okay? More often. It's painful. It's night. It's traffic. You have no ride, okay? You're cold, you're alone. It could be any product that helps people from becoming cold and alone. You could be selling soup, sopas, hot soup, and you can still use the picture. And that's why in the center of this acronym, clear, the E, so important. If you don't know what picture to use, always use emotional pain, not just any kind of pain, but use emotional pain, okay? Because people want to change the situation. Right? Let's go to A. A is authority. Now, usually when I go make these shows, the show is called Ideas That Prosper, by the way. I forgot to put in my logo, it's like, never mind. Bottom line, authority, as discussed by Cialdini, is the ability to show that you know what you're doing, right? Or that you are respectable. It's not even because you know what you're doing. You make it appear that you know what you're doing. Now, it might seem evil. Maybe it might seem wrong for me to say that. But that's the point of everybody who's just beginning, right? If you're just beginning, let's say in copywriting, you're no expert. So you have to make it appear, okay, that you know what you're talking about, right? And one of the best ways to do that is something I'm doing right now. Everybody say, Jomar is wearing blue. I'm wearing blue. Usually, I wear whatever color I want to wear. But today, I'm wearing blue. Just to drive the point that blue is actually an authority color. The darker the blue, by the way, the higher the authority. But I don't have a dark, plain blue polo shirt. Another reason for doing that, have colors. Wow, Jumper, just colors? Yeah. The formality of me here with a background and the color blue and the collar allows you to believe, whether you like it or not, that I'm serious about what I'm doing, right? If I was sitting here and Sando, and there was somebody in the kitchen there that's not a kitchen, but let's say it's a kitchen, and opening the ref, you know what I mean, Moy Moy Palaboy, you would say, this is funny, and you would enjoy it, but whatever technical thing I'm going to talk about, you're not going to believe me, right? Because the authority is all wrong. If I shot this in the kitchen and somebody's cooking, the authority model is all wrong. You don't really respect people talking about copywriting when there's somebody cooking behind them. So everything you're seeing, especially in TV, an expert trying to convince you about something, they're all informal. It's very clean. That's authority. And authority is seen online when you use words in copywriting by the use of pictures like these, really professionally shot pictures. Okay, let me show you the other ones. This picture of kids, it was not intended to show authority. However, if you can see there's a book beside it, that's the authority. If you are an author, obviously you are an authority. Okay, so I am an author of the book Virtual Careers, so I show my book sometimes there. Okay, so yan ba ako dito? Book. Wala eh. Wala akong book. So let me just find that. I won't. Anyway, A is for authority, very important to establish. For example, do you want people to buy from you, but your prices are really high, like in my case? Okay, so I need to make sure there's again the consistency. My authority and my prices are the same. They're consistent. Now, it also helps, for example, you have an authority. You're an author of a book, several books actually, and then you formally teach them stuff, and then you give it away for free. Exactly what I'm doing. I'm giving away the copywriting lessons for 1 month. We're in the middle of the month. There's two more weeks to go. You can still learn the stuff. You can back read the John Hilary Virtual Careers and learn all about copywriting and see what everybody's doing, all for free. Doing service like this for free increases authority. Yeah. So why does Jomar do that? I told you. I'll explain to you why. Copywriting explained is for authority. Question: if I didn't do a free lesson for 1 month, would you believe me that I knew what I was talking about? Yeah, if I wrote the book called Copywriting, but I didn't, right? Well, I've actually written it, but I haven't published it yet. Don't worry. This afternoon, I'll edit it so I can create the book. But, yeah, I do have a book on growth hacking. I have a book on copywriting. I just need to do a little edits. All right? So, bottom line, authority is so important to be able to command the respect of the market. Okay, especially your competition. They need to see that you're serious about what you're doing. All right, last one, R. What is that? R is exactly what I just explained. It's called reciprocation. Okay, this is a Cialdini concept. Can you type the word reciprocation? Yeah, there. So reciprocation is the act of giving great stuff value. You're actually in it today. So this is very meta. This is what you call describing yourself. Meta. Yeah. Everybody type the word META. When you describe yourself, that's very meta. When you're talking about the same thing that you're doing, it's very meta. Meta is you talking about yourself. Meta. Or you talking about yourself, talking about yourself. Weird, no? Anyway. Reciprocation is when you give value to people for free. And then tomorrow you do it again. And tomorrow you do it again. And tomorrow you do it again. The model for that is called, I'll give you an example. You know this. Have you ever been to a prayer meeting and they give you great talks? They give you handouts. The next week, the same thing. The next week, the same thing. Have you been to services like that? That's reciprocation. Have you been to the grocery and they gave you food for free? Next week, again. Next week, again. Until you realize, if I was hungry and I didn't have money, let's go to the grocery. Right? In the morning, lunch, and dinner, I'd probably be able to eat some other weird stuff they're giving away for free, right? So because of the concept of reciprocation, you go to the grocery often. In the internet, what I do is I've been doing webinars for the past 4 years. But let's not just say it. Let's show it, right? So what is, I go to YouTube now. I'm going to show you my YouTube. Wait. I'm going to show you my YouTube so you can see what I actually mean. There. So this is my YouTube's, okay? And I'm going to, you're gonna see that I listen to Michael W. Smith. I'm gonna do a Jomar Hilarious search here, okay? And you can see only 2,400 results. Each one is a video. Hindi naman each video. I have one account with 200, account. This is one account. I have several. This is one account with 200 videos. These are free. Sorry, can you see that? Yeah, that's free. So let's open that. And actually, I have another one. I don't know if I can find it from searching. But you can see I have so many videos. This is the other video with 228 videos. This is around 500 total videos. And these are all free. How to do virtual careers from the last several years. 6 years ago. See that? 6 years ago. 2 hours. This is 4 years ago. 1.5 hours. This is 3 years ago. 2 hours. This is 3 years ago. 3 hours. You see? This is one channel. 1,600 subscribers. This is another one with 1,700 subscribers. You see? And those are my kids. So I have tons of videos on YouTube, and this is called reciprocation. And you don't start with 100, 600, 700. You start with one, right? Start with one, and then people consider that as an act of, generosity, which it is. It is an act of generosity. And that's why the reciprocation factor works online very well, because if you keep serving, everybody type the word serve. Keep serving, people appreciate what you do. Yeah? And if you notice, my videos are not the kind that you would see spectacular, like, wow, 1 million views. No, they're not. They're just very consistent. There's at least one video a week. And this week we have 4 videos because I'm done now. I'm going to continue this later at 3 p.m. So we covered it, no? Super clear, sis. We've done the clears, and I've shown you that what clear is. That's my that's my shortcut to understanding and clear and explaining to people what is copywriting. How do you understand? That's my personal acronym, by the way. And so I shortcut my understanding on whenever I do copy. I create something online. I would put in mind these letters so I can review. Am I doing the right thing? Am I forgetting something? Because that's what we need. Okay. So today's this show is done. Just want to review what you've learned so far. I'm so sorry, I don't have time for questions. No, so I just please ask questions now. Okay. Please ask questions now if you have any questions. But for me, we're gonna see each other later at 3 o'clock. And yeah, do encourage you to join the free copywriting course I'm giving out in the Facebook group, Jomar Hilario Virtual Careers. Yes, I named it after me. That's on purpose. Again, authority. Remember, I didn't name it a generic group because I wanted authority, and personality as well, which is not part of this one. Super P is not personality. It's a powerful promise. And for those of you who are touched and you say, hey, I want Jomar to give me a job this April, right? This April, I'm not gonna give you a job if you're not yet trained. At least train you for a month, and I'll give you a job with my friends. If they don't hire you, I hire you. It doesn't matter. I'll just give you a job. Bottom line, the copywriting course 303 is there for you for 9,086 pesos, and the website to go to would be, yeah, that's a good question. Where should you go? It's jlar.com/copy303. There. That's for the straight, meaning to say that's for credit card and PayPal. And for installment, that's jhilar.com, copy303 install. That's for installment, 3 months to pay. And there is the bank. Now, for bank payments, only for full payments, is go to virtualcareersbook.com/bank. Later, I'll give you one website to go, but right now, that's the websites. Those are the websites to go to. Okay. And yeah, that's it. Thank you. I'll see you later. I'm not leaving yet until I'm sure you guys have no questions. Thank you so much for joining me. I don't wanna. I'm gonna talk slower now. Hindi. Quieter? I'm not sure. Alam ko na. I'll just be quiet. Baka may tanong kayo. Okay, so please ask questions if you have. I hope you learn. I know you learned something today. Do me a favor. Whatever you learned, type it in. Hi, Clarville. Thank you. And share the link. Just make sure they follow your friends. They follow facebook.com/JomarHilario, so they can join us later at 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock, that's 3 a.m. New York, and I don't know, maybe morning in the Pacific time area. Any friends you want to learn, let's see each other later. Okay, 3 o'clock. God bless. Questions kayo? Any questions? Yeah, I remembered the social media copywriting course comes with a free workshop. There's a video workshop on the basics of virtual careers. So if you're a super first timer and you have zero ideas on how the virtual careers work, I'm throwing in the virtual careers video workshop, which is 14,000 peso value, just to help you get started. So for those getting the social media copywriting course, the paid one, I'm gonna give you this workshop for free, the one on top there. Okay, so you get that, which is around, I don't know, maybe 14 hours of video and more. Actually, there's a printed workbook that you can use, so you don't have to struggle understanding. Jomar, what's that? I'm gonna get a client agad. I'm not even ready, so mentally you're not ready. You just know some skills. The virtual careers video workshop will help you get started and inspire you also. So that's a freebie that you're getting, as long as you act quickly, because our deadline is next week on Tuesday, okay, or Wednesday, sorry. So just to help you both understand the entire concept of virtual careers and social media copywriting. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Cadiz, Maricris, Tracy, Maricris. Tinatanong ni Maricris. Maricris, I'm C. Pwede ba ako sa copywriting? Maricris, do you love numbers or do you love words and pictures? If you said numbers, hindi ka pwede sa copywriting. Kung gusto mo i-try, pwede pa rin naman. Alam mo yan? Kasi I'll explain later what you learn later. No? Why am I saying that if you love numbers, you shouldn't do this? I'll let you know later, ma'am, in 3 o'clock. Okay, so I'll explain the entire concept of just how to select a career in the internet, specifically virtual career. We have a system for doing that avoids heartache whenever you select the wrong thing, okay, or we just select the wrong training. So to find that out, join us later at 3 o'clock. Okay, God bless. Bye. See you later, guys.